Alright, let's get this over with. Out of all the productions I've ever done, I've never dreaded one as much as the one I'm about to do. I've never been this uncomfortable shooting something before, and I'd like to give a big thank you to the battery on this camera for taking 2.5 hours to charge, but that was just kicking the can down the road. That was just delaying the inevitable. Let's get into it, shall we? This is the first time I have seen this show in over a decade. I'd like to say the last time I saw it was when it was still producing new episodes. No introduction needs to be given. You already know what show we're talking about. All I've seen of this show ever since has been the clips that appeared in that accursed short film from 2011, and even then that was really hard to watch. Let's see, oh boy. Trying to think, it's only how long is the runtime on this thing? 1 minute and 8 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna say a couple of things. Who knows, this could be really easy and I could be overthinking it. You know, the reason why I say this is uncomfortable is even the parts of the show I did see while rewatching that short film and preparing it for broadcast and release. I had to pause it multiple times and leave the room to detox. Really uncomfortable. I will not have the luxury of pausing and leaving the room. There's a 20-minute time limit on each clip I record, and plus the cats are in my room and I don't want to leave them locked up for too long. I'm doing this for you, Speggy. I'm hoping that you'll be able to find some joy and comedic value out of my displeasure. You're probably going to see myself die inside. Alright, I'm done stalling. Let's get into this thing. Before I move on any further, yes, these headphones only have one earphone in them. This came loose and I just broke it off because it was getting really irritating. When I have money, I'll get some new ones in the future. Besides the short 2-second snippet of this thing I saw while making the weird logo dream upload earlier today, I haven't really seen much. Alright, volume. Make sure we're on headphones because I don't want this thing blurting out. Okay, good. Alright, here we go. The thing doesn't want to play. This is the best day? Yeah! Freaking loonies. Alright.
Dudley Puppet was a plain old mutt. Plain old mutt. He'd scratch, he'd dig, and then he'd chew his butt. But when bad guys got too rough, he went to where and now he's doing.
Can't freaking close my. I actually physically hurt right now. I physically hurt. I can't even pause this thing. Oh boy. Wow. I did not know this. I learned something new today. You can actually cringe and feel so much secondhand embarrassment that it actually causes physical pain. I'm feeling pain shooting up all throughout right here. That has never happened before. I'm freaking sweating right now. How is... I didn't realize I was that scarred by that stupid little short film and that stupid little fixation. Part of myself just wants to end this right here and never put it together, but the other part wants to visualize and give you an idea of how much pain I'm feeling right now. And that was just the open to the show. That wasn't even a full episode. So, I'm going to name you guys the top 3 most... I'm going to name you the top 3 most painful moments I can think of in my life. Because this is on par with those. I never thought it was possible, but it is. The first one takes place in high school when I played football. In fact, it happened the same year, the fall after this show was canceled. So, I played football in high school, you know that by now. I was a defensive end. So when you're a defensive end, your number one goal is to bring the quarterback down every single play. Well, came through, broke through the line, and wouldn't you know it, the quarterback fumbled the football. Now, in my adrenaline-addled self, I was so full of adrenaline, the first thing I thought of was, get the football so our team can get it back. Well, I didn't see it, but as I went to dive to the ground, my torso right here went into the crown of the helmet. The quarterback recovered it. And that would have been painful enough already, because those are real hard, brittle plastic. It's meant to take a whole lot of damage, because there's a lot of hitting in this sport. Another football player came crashing down, and his face mask came in right here. And then a whole nother pile came out on top. So I had the crown of the helmet banging in right here, and the face mask of the football banging in right here. And it was making my torso go back like this, and at the same time it was making my torso move in like this. It was trying to push it into 2 different directions. And we were in that pile for a good 10-15 seconds as the referees came in to see who had the football. And all of that was for nothing because, like I said, the quarterback recovered it and they kept possession. The second story I can think of, this was back in 2022. So that first story was 2015. Second story, I had to go to the dentist to get a root canal. And they screwed it up. It was this tooth right here. I'm not going to show you my teeth. They're really bad. In fact, I'm kind of anxious that my teeth appear on camera. That's why my mustache goes down below my mouth. It's sort of a social anxiety thing. They ended up botching it. And, by the time the Novocaine wore off and I was in extreme pain, they had closed for the night, so I couldn't do anything about it. It was, you ever have the type of pain that's bad enough that you want to cry? I had to sit around with that all night long. And I did not get any relief until I was back in that dentist chair and back under sedation and, anesthetics, laughing gas, etc. And even to this day, it still throbs sometimes, and I'll jump up out of bed. It's not bad, but yeah, it's fixed for the most part, but yeah, that was a pretty bad 18-hour experience. This final story takes place back in, I want to say 2023. So I was doing a high school baseball game, and those of us who weren't playing, obviously I graduated in 2016. Why would I be in the lineup? I'm just assisting the dugout and running scoreboards for home games. There was a foul ball, and if you're not playing, you got to go out and retrieve it. So I went out, I got the foul ball. I came back and I ended up running across in front of the on-deck circle, and there was a batter preparing to line up so they'll swing. I ended up taking a metal baseball bat right here to the rib. Now, thankfully, as far as I know, there wasn't any damage, and I'm perfectly fine. I would have totally felt it if I was moving like this. But it stung for the rest of the day, and it hurt for the rest of the night, and even doing this, I can feel the pain from it. The pain I experienced from all 3 of those, well, maybe not the root canal. That would have probably been number 1 on the top 3. That's enough to put this experience right here at number 4 when it comes to my top 4 most physically painful experiences. That's really all there is to talk about here. Trying to think of what else. You are free to do whatever you want with this. Release it to your YouTube, show it off, distribute it. I really don't care. I honestly think it would be a fun addition to your YouTube channel. Do whatever you want with it. I may or may not release this to my YouTube sometime in December or maybe January. But I thought you'd have some fun watching myself suffer and die inside, because that's exactly what happened. I wanted to pause it, close it, delete it, wipe the hard drive, and move to another country. Watching that. Maybe Australia. I really like Australian rules football. I still feel pain right here. So yeah, that's it. Sometime in the future, definitely not tonight. That was enough physical pain for one night. I'll do Clarissa Explains It All, and I might toy with doing Alex Mack. That one wasn't as impactful as Melissa Joan Hott was, but it's still one of the things you like bringing up a lot. Hope you had fun watching this. You have a good night. I'll see you sometime in the future. Oh boy, I'm not an alcoholic by any way. I can't stand the taste of beer, but I could sure go for a couple right now to forget all about that.